Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday, April 9th, and I am so excited to share another card using Ocean Friends bundle with you. This bundle is so amazing. I love the two-step stamping with the lobster and the crab. And there's dies, extra dies. We're going to play with some of those today. I'm going to share a really fun card with you that has a bookmark attached. So when you give this card to the recipient, they'll have a little something to take away from the card and remember you with. This would make a great card for a book lover, a teacher, anybody that loves to read or use bookmarks. You know, you maybe have someone in your life that loves to bake and cook and they want a little bookmark to mark their recipe books, right? Lots and lots of ideas. Hi, Krista. Happy hump day. Yes, same to you. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, TJ. Good morning to you. Hello, Sherry. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has placed orders so far this week for my mystery box promotion. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I had a lady last night in the middle of the night place an order over $200, and she chose her free stuff, right? Choose your own free hostess credits. You can do that. Don't use my host code if your order is over $200 before shipping, okay? Shipping and tax. You will still qualify for my 5-card kits in the mail. If you're from Canada, of course, I can only do business with Canadians. That's a Stampin' Up! Rule. If you're from Canada and you place a minimum $60 order, you'll get my card kits. If you bump that up to $150, you will get my mystery box. And if you bump it up to $200, you're going to get my cards, the mystery box, and you're going to get the hostess credits from Stampin' Up! Too that you can choose right then and there when you're placing your order. It is such a great deal. What's a mystery box, you say? Well, do I have one? Yes. This is a mystery box that's going to come to you. It's going to be filled. There's an empty one. It's going to be filled with some retired, gently used products from Stampin' Up! That I have held on to in my collection. Some of my favorite things that I need to make room for new things. So I'm going to fill this box and send to you. Every box will be filled differently. You could get a stamp set. You could get a die set. You could get paper, ribbon, embellishments, you name it. If it fits in the box, it's going to come to you and you're going to have so much fun, hopefully, opening this box and getting your surprises. So let me know if you have any questions about my mystery box promotion. I do this maybe once or twice a year, and it's time right now to do that because I'm trying to hit a sales goal. So thank you so much for helping me with that. And I love to share all of this amazing stuff with you. Hi, Betty. Good morning. Good morning. So let's get started on today's card. I am so excited today. Tonight I get to meet my live class at Boston Pizza, and I am so excited. I always get really excited and giddy when I get to be with people live. And I want to give you a heads up that I'm going to be doing some live Zoom classes. That's on my plan. So stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a way, because I get messages from people all over the world that say, oh, I would love to do a Zoom with you. I'd love to meet you on screen and, you know, craft together. So I am going to make room and time in my schedule for that, and we can craft together. I think that would be super fun. Okay, so just sharing some things that are on my mind and in my heart, and I am so excited. Hello, hello, Lois. Hello, Anne Louise. Hi, Nicole. Lori says I'd have a hard time parting with any of my goodies. I know. Sometimes I order extra, Lori, and you know I have to hold on to my favorites. Absolutely. That's why I have a wall. The bottom shelves on my wall back there are retired products that I just don't want to get rid of, right? Some of my favorite stamp sets are still there from 22 years ago. I just love so many things. Good morning, Debbie. Hi, Janet. Hello. I think I saw Marie here. Did you say you were on a sandy beach in Krakow? Maybe I said that wrong. Sorry, Marie. I hope you're having a lovely time on your much deserved vacation, and I look forward to hearing all about it when you get back. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I'm so happy you have good connection there on the beach. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Maureen from Oakville. Hi, Randy. Hello, Donna. Hello, Linda. Hello, Mary Ellen. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you all with me. Okay, let's flip the camera and get started. I've got a fun card and I've got some things on the last chance list. Every single product that I use, I go and check. I'm like, is it on the last chance list? Is it discounted? What can I tell my viewers today to let them know what's happening, right? And there's some things I want to share with you again today that I think you're going to love. And so let's flip the camera. Okay, here we go. We got sunshine, blue skies in the backyard today. We're going to flip the camera and point you down at my work surface. Let's lower down a little bit here so hopefully you can still hear me. There's that host code. So if your order is, as it says at the top here, over 60, you get the 5 card kits as always. That's my weekly special. If you bump it up to 150, you get the mystery box. If you go to 200, you're going to get all of it. You're going to get my 5 cards, the mystery box, and your percentage of Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up. Okay, so today we're going to make a card with, I had to bring in basic black. I mean, the vibrant colors in the Friends of the Ocean Designer Series paper, they pop when you use basic black, right? So we're going to use some basic black. And let me bring in the products that I really think you want to grab. Okay, so the bundle I'm playing with is leaving. I'm so sad about it. But you can grab it. The Ocean Friends, this is the bundle, 164692. You're going to need this bundle to make your cards if you're ordering from Canada, and you're going to get my card kits. You do need the stamps. And the dies. You need the bundle so you can cut out your pieces as you stamp them. The coral, we're going to play with that one today. So you're going to want the bundle, 10% off. That's the 10% off price. And so that's leaving. I'm so sad about that. The paper, the amazing Friends of the Ocean paper, all the vibrant, beautiful colors are here. I've been playing with that one all week. On Monday, I showed you every single sheet. We're going to play with that today. What else do I have to share with you? Oh, this vellum. This vellum here is called Graceful Greenery Vellum. It's regular $13.75 on sale for $6.87. This is a great, great deal. It's not just Christmas. You can use these greenery blooms for, let me show you what they look like. So you can use them for Christmas, of course. This is the Christmas bough vellum. And it's absolutely stunning. You get 2 sheets of each design. Now I need to order another package because I love this. Look at this one. Beautiful, beautiful paper. It's vellum, so you can see through here. So we've got 2 sheets of that style. And then this is the star of the show when it comes to this vellum, this white vellum. You can use this all year round. I've used this on Valentine's cards, birthday cards, Christmas cards. It has a white, I'm holding it close so you can see it has a white pattern. And we retired, or not we, but Stampin' Up! Retired vellum. So it's like, wow, where do we get the vellum, right? So grab a package of this for $6.87. It's definitely worth it. Stock up on your vellum and get that good deal. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of that today, and we're going to use basic black. And oh, something else I want to tell you about. This is our Marbled Elegance paper. Now, it's not last chance list. It is probably staying on the online exclusives, but this paper is stunning. I have it all here. You get the Melon Mambo, you get Poppy Parade, Real Red, all of the gorgeous gold accents on this paper. And I'm pulling in this pattern right here, the Melon Mambo speckled pattern, okay? So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to send you a piece for your card that is 4 by 5 1/4. So those are the things I wanted to review with. Oh, I have one more. There's more. I'm also going to play today with the Wanted to Say dies. Now, these are regular $54. They're on sale for $48.60. And if you don't have these, you should grab them. They're a whopping set of 14 dies, and they have greetings ready to go. So this is Happy Birthday. So we've got the Happy Birthday detailed die. Then we've got a bigger one here that makes the outline, the background, right? So you can cut the detail and put it on together. So you've got it, nesting together. So Happy Birthday. There's the word celebrate with the detail. We've got some birthday presents here, a flower, hearts, stars, and then the stem for the flower. Beautiful. There's also a bow to put on top of your birthday present. And then we have over here, this says feel better soon. And then we've got the background for feel better soon. And this one says you're too kind. So like a thank you card, right? And I love to take these dies and to snip them. So if you just want the word you could snip, right? Cut it out first and then snip the letters and piece them together. They're beautiful cursive letters that can be used so many ways, right? So grab this bundle, this die set. We've had it for a while and now they're retiring it. I know it's so sad to say goodbye to things, but it's always good to get a good deal. All right, so we're going to play with those today. Let's see, what else do we have today? We are playing with Ocean Friends and we're going to make a bright card. Hello, everyone. Linda says, when you're a demonstrator and place a huge order, do you automatically get the pink bag when you reach your CSV, or do you need to click something? So you know what's going to happen there, Linda? They're going to finalize that when the report's finalized by the 6th business day in May. You'll get an email saying, congratulations, you've earned your bag. But it'll be in May, sometime in May, when you'll be able to redeem for that bag. And I think the way they're doing it is that you will get it in May, whenever time they'll let you know when it's available. It'll come on your next order. Okay, so that's how I've heard that is working. Okay, if you have any questions, of course, if you're a demonstrator, call Stampin' Up. They have the most accurate, up-to-date information. Okay, so we're taking the basic black. We're going to cut it in half at 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is going to be my card base. Easy peasy. My favorite, basic black with some bright color combinations. Score that score line. And then we're going to bring in that elegance paper. I'm going to use the Melon Mambo. This is going to be the front layer of my card like this. So you know me and Melon Mambo in black. I love them. They're my favorite. So I had to figure out a way on how am I going to make a Melon Mambo and black card out of this. So let's do that. So let's just go ahead and glue this layer down on the front. And yes, I'm going to be sending you all of these pieces. So you're going to get a big piece of Melon Mambo DSP. Now, if I've run out, depending on how many orders I get this week, I will change up. You may have to get a different pattern, but it will be Melon Mambo, okay, for your background. Okay, so there's the background of my card. Then I have another card that's going to sit on the front. It's like a little mini card going to sit on the front. And this is Summer Splash. So 6 inches wide by 4 1/4. I've scored it in the middle at 3 inches. And then let's just score that one. And that's going to sit on the front, as I mentioned, like that. So, yes, let's just glue that down right now. We're just going to go ahead and glue it down. So we're going to add some glue to the back here. It's a card in a card, which is fun. Fun for the recipient, fun for you to create as well. You could just do a 1/4 sheet of black and just have this front part as your card. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to have like a mini card on the front, and then inside you can have a bigger piece to put your white, and then you can write like a bigger message, right? So we can craft together on Saturday. Oh, I'm missing something. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, hello. Yes, I cannot wait to see you on Saturday. We're having an event here in Calgary. Our DDM is coming. Yes, okay. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so we've got the card on the front. We're going to deal with decorating this now. Let's do some stamping. Let's start off with some stamping. Let's put the lid on my glue first. And we're going to stamp from the stamp set the crab. I like the little crab. We're going to bring in Melon Mambo, and we're going to play with Bubble Bath today. I've got some scrap white. Let's see if this is going to be big enough. I got a little piece right here. Sometimes, anybody else have lots of scraps on their desk? This one's sitting here, so I want to make sure. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do my outline first. Let's do the outline with always do the outline with the darker color. So we're going to grab Melon Mambo, tap, 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 stamp that on my little piece of something on there. Let's flip it over and see if the other side's better. Okay. Tap, 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 and we'll stamp straight down and straight up. Look at that. There's my little crab. And then let's move that off to the side. We're going to grab Bubble Bath to color in. This is the 2-step stamping that I'm talking about. So now we've got a solid crab body. So we're going to fill in the background color with that. We're going to hover over that outline, and I'm just looking at the bottom of his body, that straight little edge there. I'm looking at the arc of his claws, and if I line those up, everything else should follow suit. So let's see how that's going to work. Press down, and boom, there's my cute little two-tone pink crab. This does not get old. I have so much fun playing with these stamps. So much fun. Okay, so let's bring in the coordinating die, and we're going to cut that. Let's put it on, and I'm going to hold it down with some, whoop, make sure you got the claws pointing in the right direction. There we go. Okay, so hold that down with some Post-it tape, and we're going to run that through the machine. But first, I like to do all my die cutting at the same time, right? So we're going to put that off to the side. We're going to also bring in the coral. Oh, and we're going to do some of that vellum. We're going to cut some of the vellum. So the coral is a very detailed die. We've got all these little spikes and everything. So you want to make sure that you're going to run this through, and we're going to actually roll it through a couple of times to make sure it cuts through. Because sometimes vellum, and especially this one, because it has the white part, there's like extra ink, I guess. So it makes it extra thick, if that makes any sense at all, right? So I'm going to make sure that, hi everyone. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Rosalind. Hi, Ethel. Hello, Pat. Wow. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm going to run this through forward and back. So I am actually going to do this one by itself because I don't want to risk. Sometimes when you do forward and back on your machine, your die can jump. I'll explain that more in just a second. So I've had that happen before, and then what happens is when the die jumps on you, like moves, and it will like mulch up your cardstock. So I don't want that to happen to my little crabby over here. So I want to make sure I just do this one once. One run through, it'll cut. This one needs a little more TLC. So I'm going to take my die and going, oh, I didn't give myself much room, did I? I'll give you a little bit bigger piece. But anyway, it's going to be fun. Let's bring in the machine, and we'll do this first. So whenever I'm cutting something detailed, I do like to put the blades up, okay? I find it cuts a lot better that way. And there's really, is there a front and back? Yes. Look at that. I can see there's like a shine on this side. That's going to be the front. So I'm going to put that down onto my die cut, my die, okay? Like that. And I'm going to, we can anchor this down with some tear and tape over here. Make sure that it does not jiggle and move. And I'll grab another piece, and this is worth the extra time to make sure that everything is secure. Okay, so I'm putting the tape there to secure it down. Then I'm going to grab my clear plate for the top and put that on. And then we're going to run this through. I'm actually going to go forward and back. Okay, so I want to make sure those blades are going to cut through the vellum. So we're going to go forward, and I'm going to go back. And if you're inclined to go one more time, you can, but I'm looking down through the mat, the cutting plate, and I'm seeing that I think it's all good. Just taking a peek. Okay, we're done. I can't go back through now, or I will mulch it up. So be very gentle with this and make sure it cut. And did it all cut out? Yes, it did. Indeed it did. Okay, there's my vellum. Now, that what you're seeing is that tear and tape. It cut through. So let's just peel that off. So take a little bit more extra care with your vellum to make sure that it cuts properly and it comes out the way you want it to. So I'm just peeling off that Post-it tape because it actually did cut through the Post-it tape because I went forward and back. All right, so there is my coral. Look at that. I love the vellum coral. Okay, let's clean up my mess here, and then we will proceed with the other die cuts. Okay, so we got our coral, we've got our crab that's ready to go. Let's make sure he's ready to go over here. From the set, we've got little tiny starfish. These are so cute, you guys. We're going to grab that little die, and I'm going to cut some of those. We just need like 3 of them, so we just need a little square. So let's grab my snips. Actually, these are my big scissors, not my snips. But grab your piece and your die. We're going to cut that. I like to do all my cutting at the same time instead of having to run through the machine multiple times. So there's my Post-it tape holding that down. Okay, so we've got a piece of black cardstock. My favorite thing to do with this is to bring in some Post-it tape, not Post-it tape, packing tape. I'm going to cover this with packing tape. I love myself some glossy cardstock. Okay, it helps to actually cut through the cardstock because then you've got a little tab for next time. Okay, so now we've got that. And we're going to cut the words. We're going to cut the words happy birthday because I can always need a birthday card. So here is the die. We're going to put that right on top. We want glossy letters, and this is how we're going to get them. All right, let me just double check. Is that it? I think that's it. 3 of those things can go through the machine at the same time. So let's do that. And then we will get to do the assembly. Okay, so let's peel this up. Stuck to my glass mat there. All right, so we've got our black piece. We're going to put the happy birthday on. We're going to put this crab die. Does not want to stay put. I have to make some extra caution here. Take some extra caution and make sure that die is going to stay put. And there we go. Let's make sure the happy birthday stays put as well. It's all about the prep, right? It's all about the prep. Okay, so make sure you got everything good. Safety first. Put the seat belts on your dies. Just kidding. Okay, we're running it through now. We're running it through. Whoops, sorry guys. Trying to see your comments here. There was a comment. Thank you for answering, you guys. Let's see. What did I miss? There was a question here. I wondered if there was a trick to cutting vellum. Had a hard time getting it to cut. Yes, Jackie, sometimes I do too. Going forward and back is definitely key with a detailed die, right? So don't give up if you've had issues with vellum and it doesn't cut through. Go forward and back. You can also look at adding a shim, which is just basically a fancy word for like an extra layer, right? An extra layer of cardstock. What is the name of the happy birthday die set? Is it current or retiring? Margaret, it is retiring. It's called Wanted to Say, and it is on sale. This is Canada prices for $48.60. The item code is 161594. Is that a 4? Is that a 4? Yes. Yeah, 161594 on sale, retiring. You need these in your life. You're going to love them. So go grab them. Go grab them. Okay, let's do this. We're going to pull off the pieces and see what we've got here. Okay, so we're going to see the happy birthday die. There's the happy. Let's just, usually I swipe everything onto my glass mat studio. Let's do that. Okay, done with that. We're going to put the crabby back in the set. There's my pink crabby. Okay, garbage. And we're going to bring in the birthday. Now it's sitting in there. It needs a little help to get out. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, one of my best friends in my craft room right here. Need this in your life, this Take Your Pick tool. The dies have these little holes on the back so you can help get everything out. I like to drop it on my glass mat and sometimes the pieces fall out. It's just a little lazy thing that I do. It's not lazy, it's saving time, right? Then this one, because it's got the packing tape on there, the shipping tape, whatever you want to call that, clear tape, it's a little bit thicker, so you might want to pop those little pieces out, but I love the glossy letters. So fun, right? You can have glossy, any color cardstock. Just put a layer of packing tape and run that through your machine and you will have shiny letters for days. I keep that package, that spool of tape in my craft room for this purpose. And you could do this with the little, what are these called? Starfish as well. Okay, so we got starfish here. Again, might need to like poke those out. Okay, super fun. Okay, we're done. Put that back. Let's bring in the card again. So what we're going to do is that vellum, we're going to put that up here like this on the front of the card. And we're going to add a little bit of glue. So let's bring in my liquid glue. And we're going to add some to the back of the vellum. And this is going to be covered because the crab's going to be sitting on top of this coral. So just add some dabs of your liquid glue. And I'm not putting it on the outside part. I'm just kind of doing like the I don't know what to say, the V down at the bottom. Sometimes words are hard. Okay, so we're going to take this, and it's going to be on the corner, just slightly down a little bit. And we're going to trim the edges. I'm just going to lay that there for a second. My happy birthday is going to go on the bottom down here like this. And if you're inclined at home, you could use tear and tape, not tear and tape. What am I trying to say? The adhesive strips. You could use those too on the back of your words. I didn't even think to do that today, but that's okay. So we're going to do that right now. Let's flip these over and get some glue on the back. So I'm going to use my liquid glue and just come in here and just do some little taps of glue. You guys know this glue is super strong. It's going to hold, and it's great. So I think the time it would take for me to get the adhesive sheets out and mount them on the black and cut it through and then peel it off, I could have the glue on just like this. So whatever way you like to do it is just fine. So we're going to use our glue here, and we're going to put the birthday right to the bottom of this summer splash layer. Look at that. And then we'll put the happy on the top, and just like so. Look at that black with the summer splash. Really pops, doesn't it? There we go. The shine. Okay, so now my coral, I didn't press it down. I wanted to make sure that where I placed it, it wasn't going to touch my letters. So what I'm going to do now, so I don't get glue all over my fingers, I'm going to take my silicone mat and I'm going to lay that down and press it. And I can see I've got ink on this silicone mat that I forgot to clean yesterday. I put that down on my shelf and I forgot to clean it. See that over there? This is when I did the lobster yesterday. I had Summer Splash ink on there. Remember I was telling you yesterday that it doesn't dry. The ink, or yeah, it doesn't dry on the silicone mat. It doesn't dry on the glass mat. It just sits there. It sits there lurking, waiting to end up on your hand, right? Not today. Not today. So there it is. I'm going to wipe it off. This silicone mat, like my glass mat studio, is virtually indestructible. Like, you guys have seen me do techniques, right? Like, and I've used this silicone mat. Like, it looks like the day I bought it. It is so durable. Okay, so I use that to secure this down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my snips now, and I'm going to trim the edges, and you'll see why in just a second. I'm just going to bring my scissors in, and we're going to snip that extra vellum off. I want this to be level with the top and the sides, like that, okay? Okay, so we don't need those little scraps, so we'll get rid of those. And then the little crab is going to be right here. And I'm not going to put him in yet because I'm going to do something different. I want to show you what I'm going to make now. This is so fun. So in your kit, you're going to receive a 5x5 piece of designer series paper. Hello, Jody. Saying hi to everyone. What's the name of the happy book? Okay, I think I answered your question, Margaret. Okay, so this piece of paper, I'm going to score it at 2.5 by 2.5. You can fold it if you want to. I'm just going to bring in my trimmer because it's close by. I'm going to score it at 2.5 and 2.5. Now be careful when you're scoring this that you don't, and yours will be scored. Now that I'm looking at it, it'll be too big to fit in your envelope, so I will score it for you. So we're going to score it very gently because you don't want to rip your cardstock. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my bone folder. We're gonna fold this up. A little bit of origami here. So we're gonna fold it in half, burnish, fold it in half again, burnish, and then you can pick one of the squares. You have to remove one of the squares. So I'm going to remove this bottom one here on the right, but it's symmetrical, so it really doesn't matter which one, but you want to remove one of these squares, and you can hold on to this pretty piece of DSP for something else. I'm just trimming that. Okay, and then now we're going to take this and I'm going to fold, so I've got it like a V. I'm going to fold this corner into the center like this. Just fold it in and then burnish that edge. And then we're going to take one flap and fold it down. The other flap is going to fold down on top of that one. And we're going to add glue to this one. Okay, and I'll show you what we're doing here. Add glue, and I'm adding quite a bit of glue. I want this square to sit nicely down. So we're going to just fold this down like that, press it, burnish it, and then when I flip it over, I've created a little pocket here. This is going to be a little bookmark. Remember I said at the beginning of the video, you can give this to a person with a book. Maybe you want to give a gift as a book. This would make a great card to accompany the book, right? So this is going to sit on the edge of the front card like this. So tuck my vellum in like that. So that's just going to sit there like that. And I'm not gluing it because the intention is for the person to take that off and use it as a bookmark. So fun. So now my little crab is going to be crawling out from there. So I'm going to put him like that. I wanted to guide and see, because I don't want to put him too far up in the corner. You won't even see him, right? So I'm just going to put some glue on the little crab. And we're going to tuck him in. Tuck them into the fold like so. Lift that up, tuck them in, and then you could get to decide how much you want of him peeking out. Oh, so cute. Okay, so there he is in there, ready to crawl out and surprise you. Okay, so the little starfish, we're just going to embellish with those. We're going to just put one there, and one there. And then we're just going to take your pick tool and pick them up. Place them on the little dabs of glue. Stay put, starfish, like that. And then one over here. And there we have the front of the card. Isn't it fun? Okay, so glossy letters. We got a bookmark corner. And then we've got something, we need to put something on the inside right here. So we're going to take this piece of white, is going to go on the inside. And from the stamp set, I wanted to use, now you could, if you're making a thank you card, you could do thanks so much. You could do hello friend. Let's do hello friend. Let's do hello friend. And I think I'm going to bring in Mambo for this one. Thank you, Pat. I'm happy you like this one. I love it too. I can't wait to send this one to someone who, you know, like a book lover. This would be a great card for a book lover. My dad loves to read. I probably wouldn't put hello friend for my dad, but I could put love you for sure. Okay, so we're going to stamp hello friend. Now this is not glued down because I always say stamp first, then stick. Okay, pretty good, not too bad. Okay, so hello friend on the middle, and then we got lots of things that we can embellish with, right? We can do some coral. Let's do a little bit of coral. Stamping down here. And here we go. With our summer splash, move that out of the way, because if in case I make a mistake, I don't want to ruin the whole card and have to, like, you know, get my heat tool out and all that stuff. We're just going to stamp one little piece of coral right there. Okay, so we're going to put that right inside. And we guys still got another piece to do, right? Because the inside of the inner card, there's an outer card and an inner card. So much fun. All right, so this is going to go right here. And there we go. Now I'm going to grab another piece for the inside of the card. So I made mine into a full-size card so that we could have more options for writing, right? So this piece is going to go here. Now I have other greetings that I can pull in. So hello, friend. How about we say thanks so much, right? So if you have a friend that has done something very special for you and you want to say thank you, you could do that. So we're going to use that stamp on the inside. You can also say love you. I love that one as well. So let's stamp thanks so much with, so we did that one in Melon Mambo. Let's switch it up and do Summer Splash for this one. So let's see. Thanks so much. And then you could do your little crab on the corner if you wanted to. I mean, it's so easy to do, right? So let's grab the crab. We'll stamp them like that. And then we'll bring in a bubble bath. And we'll line up the body and the little claws. Boom. Thanks so much. Wipe off my glass mat. And then we'll put the glue on this piece. So fun. This one is definitely worth the extra effort for cutting the vellum and all the front part, the mini card on top of the big card. So awesome. All right, so there we have it. Let's take another look. We've got happy birthday. Go grab these dies. You will not regret having them. I love word dies. Word dies make your life so easy. And then the word celebrate, you could also put celebrate on the inside of your card. You could die cut another one and put that inside. You could make a feel better card for someone. You could make a thanks card. Oh, you could use you're too kind, and then it would coordinate with the thanks so much, right? So many things. There's so many things. Would you want thanks so much with happy birthday? Oh, hello, friend. Okay, you know what? You're right. Thank you so much. I got excited. Linda, you're right. Happy birthday. Hello, friend. I'm going to change that. Maybe I'll put a die cut over top because, yeah, that doesn't really make such a sense, right? It is a birthday card after all. Anyway, you know, Rose gets excited sometimes, right? Maybe I'd send that to one of my friends and they would just understand. They would be like, yeah, Rose got excited. She said, happy birthday. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being born. Thanks so much for being in my life, right? Yeah, that's a funny one. Thank you for that, Linda. Happy birthday. Hello, friend. And then thanks so much. I'm going to put a die cut over that. Thanks so much. Maybe a little circle or something. And then I'll put love you. How about we do happy birthday, hello, friend. And then on the inside, we'll do the love you stamp instead of thank you. See, I get by with a little help from my friends. Thank you so much, Linda. All right. I wish you guys a great Wednesday. Thank you, Annika. I'm happy you like this card. I love the little bookmark. I think I want to make a blue version of this one and go up and put it on my husband's book on his nightstand. Just make this, right? 5 by 5 and follow my instructions in the video here and make some little bookmarks. Use up your DSP, right? And make bookmarks for people. Make little fun things for people. Maybe put that in someone's Easter basket in a book. Do you give books to your kids or your family members, something like that for a gift? Use your products to make fun things. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll come back and join me tomorrow for my card number 4 using Ocean Friends Bundle. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.